Stepping into an empty classroom for the first time is daunting. The rows of empty desks represent a blank slate. Without a plan, rigid alignments feel like a maze you navigate to keep students focused. Effective classroom management begins with engineering the environment long before the students arrive. Setting up the physical space and daily routines right now provides a structural foundation for the behavior you will expect from your class. To get this room ready, we have 4 steps to complete today. Mapping out a physical collaboration space, establishing predictable routines, scheduling interactive intervals, and setting up systems for emotional safety. You just need the room, standard desks, some poster paper, and a tablet or laptop. Turning abstract ideas about teaching into a tangible checklist takes the guesswork out of your setup. By the time we finish, you'll know exactly how your room operates, leaving you fully prepared for day 1. We start with the floor plan. Traditional row-based seating creates isolation. When students only see the back of the head in front of them, they tune out, and behavioral issues spike. Look at this overhead layout. Push standard desks out of rigid rows and cluster them into pods of 4 to 6, prompting natural teamwork. With the pod set, create wide, obstacle-free walking lanes to prevent students bumping into each other during transitions. Next, carve out a dedicated space away from the main seating area. A simple reading or activity corner in the back of the room gives students an alternate zone to decompress or work independently. This physical organization does the heavy lifting for you. When you can walk in a straight line to any student without dodging backpacks or chairs, you remove the physical barriers that cause daily friction. Young learners thrive when they know exactly what to expect. Predictable routines and clear boundaries eliminate the anxiety of guessing how to behave. To establish those boundaries, grab your poster paper and write out a classroom contract. Keep it to exactly 5 actionable rules: respect others, raise hands, keep the room clean, listen, and help classmates. Hang this poster on a wall that faces the pods, making sure it sits exactly at the student's eye level. If they can see the boundaries constantly, you won't have to repeat them. Boundaries apply to time as well as space. If you attempt a continuous passive lecture, your students will lose focus quickly, leading directly to disruptive behavior. This timeline shows a standard 60-minute lesson block. To hold attention, implement the 15-minute pivot rule. Every 15 minutes, break the instruction and insert a mandatory interactive segment. Swap textbooks for an educational game, pull out a visual learning chart, or discuss a question together. By pairing the highly visible rules on your wall with these fast-paced intervals, you channel student energy away from disruption and directly into active participation. You also need a way to measure daily milestones. The goal is to track progress privately, avoiding unhealthy public competition that discourages struggling learners. Open your tablet or laptop and set up a digital tracker. Input your class roster alongside specific columns for academic progress and add a quick button to award teamwork points. Tracking actions like helping a classmate establishes a culture of positive reinforcement. When you reward good behavior privately, students feel recognized without feeling compared to their peers. Disruptions will still happen. When they do, avoid strict public punishments that shame the student and escalate the situation. Instead, rely on the SAFE framework. It's a structured approach to resolve conflicts calmly and keep the classroom moving. S is supportive communication. Walk over to the student, crouch down to their eye level, and speak quietly to de-escalate tension. A is for active learning methods. Give the student a specific, physical task to redirect their scattered energy into something productive. F is for fair classroom rules. Point directly back to the visible contract you hung on the wall to remind them of the agreed-upon boundaries. Finally, E is for emotional safety. Finish the interaction by ensuring the student feels secure, supported, and ready to rejoin their pod without fear of lingering judgment. Combining your digital positive reinforcement with this conflict resolution framework keeps minor behavioral hiccups from turning into classroom-wide chaos. The room is no longer an overwhelming empty space. You have engineered a highly functional learning environment. Your desks are clustered into collaborative pods with clear walkways, and your simple rules are permanently established at eye level. Your lessons are structured around reliable 15-minute interactive pivots, and your digital tracker is booted up to quietly record positive milestones. Most importantly, you have the SAFE framework internalized, giving you the emotional intelligence to handle the very first conflict with patience and precision. This actionable blueprint forms a reliable foundation for student cooperation and professional respect, providing you with a manageable path through your first day.